Welcome back to Star Control 2, the Ur-quan Masters. The last time we left off, we had talked to these guys, which are the Zubquilfot or Zubpicfot or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter that much. So, what we're going to do now, that is finished for now. There is something we'll do with them later, but we don't need to worry about it just yet. So what we're going to do is get out of this system, and we're going to head over to the Spathi. And we're going to go try to find their home world. Okay, so as soon as we get here, we can go into quasi-space. And where we want to go, I believe, and this is cool music here. I really like this quasi-space music. It's nice. Do 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 do. Perhaps I'll have a video where it's just that music. Let's get in here. And if we look, we should be very close to, well, we're in Spathi space. We want to go to this one, Epsilon Gyrus. And I have to say it's this one. We'll take a look. We'll get close to it, and then we'll make sure we're at the right one. You want to go not to that one, but to this one, I think. Yep, this is where we want to go. And we want to avoid that Spathi ship. We don't want to talk to them directly. Oop. Sorry. Well, maybe we do need to talk to them. Oops. We will converse.
Hello, Ur-quan. What would you like to threaten me about today?
We leave as we came, in peace.
Look, can we keep this as a secret between the two of us? It's really rather embarrassing.
Yeah, sure. They're kind of scaredy cats, so they don't tend to bother you anyway. What we want to do is go to their planet. Actually, we want to go to the moon. Let's go to the moon, I think, if I remember correctly. Whenever you see something like that, that's a good idea that you don't want to fight them, because there apparently is an infinite amount.
What is the secret cipher?
I don't know, Huffy Muffy Guffy.
We are the Faith Ones, the Spathi High Council. You have given us the correct cipher, and so you will not be destroyed immediately. Now, if you please, tell us how you acquired our most secret Spathi cipher, which every Spathi swears never, never to reveal, even when threatened with considerable pain.
Well, this is a new background for the Spathi. I don't think many of the other races get a unique background like this. Maybe they do, but it's definitely different than the one that they have for their ships. We met a Spathi on Pluto. We became good friends.
And just where is this Spathi friend now? Never mind. The answer is all too obvious in your tiny, dry eyes.
Unfortunately, Fufo died. Well, we'll be honest. I sent him out, and he got killed, and because I didn't know how to play him very well.
Somehow, Captain, we are not surprised.
We come in peace and with goodwill.
No doubt.
We offer our friendship. Well, let's see. So we offer our friendship. Would you willingly share some information? Okay, we'll say we'll offer our hand in friendship. Join us and our many allies.
We are too afraid of the Ur-quan to consider such an alliance. They would most certainly punish us with extreme tortures.
We're stronger than the Ur-quan. You're better off with us.
Hello? Hello? Awaken from your dreamy state, you them. Now is the time for realism, not wild fancy.
Yes? Well, let's see. Yes, we are strong enough. Look at our precursor vessel. Is it not unique?
Yes, your vessel is unique. And here is the crux of the problem. A unique, meaning singular, starship is not equal to the task of destroying the entire Ur-quan armada. If you had, say, 10,000 similar starships, we could take your boasts more seriously.
Look, what do I do? I have to prove this to you? Destroy your entire Starfleet? I don't think that's very good. We'll come back to that. Would you be willing to share some information with us?
No.
As a gesture of goodwill, could you spare some mineral resources?
No.
Okay. Look, what do I have to do to prove this to you? Destroy your entire Starfleet?
Well, that would probably work, but I have a better idea. A test. One of those questy kind of things.
Okay, to prove our strength and bravery, we'll perform this test without even knowing what it is.
Your behavior makes clear the very slight distinction between bravery and suicidal stupidity.
Why don't you do it?
2 reasons. Firstly, we have an unreasoning fear that the evil ones will devour us all painfully. Secondly, in the rare cases where we have overcome our fear and ventured to Spathi's surface, the Spathi who landed were all devoured painfully.
Okay. Well, what kind of test did you have in mind?
You must wipe the evil ones from the face of Spathiwa.
Tell me more about these evil ones.
Let us explain the sad history of our species. Once upon a time, many thousands of years ago, we inhabited the warm, safe surface of our home planet, Spathiwa. We were happy and content. During those golden centuries, we evolved from a primitive nomadic culture into a complex agrarian society. We learned to write on clay tablets, and we were well on to being able to read those tablets when the darkness fell upon us, when the evil ones came. Creatures from the darkest pits of hell they were. They hunted our people, devoured them like tasty nodules, and we had no defense against them. Suddenly, our culture became once more nomadic. We fled across the oceans from continent to continent, but the evil ones always followed. Spurred by our great need, we advanced from bronze to atomic technology in less than 1 of your centuries. But none of our innovations was a match for the evil ones' natural cunning and ferocity. Finally, with no other option available, we fled our world and took up residence here on our own moon, where we have resided most uncomfortably for the last 300 years.
Okay, the evil ones, they sound pretty bad. Okay, I accept. Start packing your bags, eyeball dudes. You'll be home in no time.
We will await your return with great anticipation. Simultaneously, we will prepare a short, poignant eulogy to mourn your demise.
Okay. So let's go take a look. We're gonna try not to hit these other starships going around the planet. We just want to go straight there. And we're gonna do a scan. Okay, there's a fair number of biosigns. So here are the evil ones. This is a unique one. I've never seen this before. They're not moving. They definitely look like they could eat some Spathi, but they don't seem too interested in us, or even defending themselves. not much biodata either. Which sort of makes sense since they're not really putting up much of a fight. Well, they look like they could be ferocious, but they certainly aren't acting like it. I think some point in either the Melanorme or the Unga said that the Unga were the actual ones who put these things here. Since they like to play all them little jokes. Oop. Guess they will hit you if you sit right on them. That's the same as any of the other organisms you get around to shooting. Let's see. Oh, we might as well grab it while we're here. Oh no, I can't. Okay. Oh well. I don't really need any more resources. Well, this is definitely an easy mission. They certainly made it out to be very difficult, but these guys don't seem to have much in the way of ferocity, at least not towards me. And I think, once I get this, that is all of them. So we will get out of here. We will attempt to avoid hitting a ship.
How go your foolishly courageous and noble efforts to rid the evil ones from our beloved Spathi?
Oh, though we lost many crew, we lost one because I'm a dummy. We've eliminated the Scourge.
This is wonderful! Too good to be true! We will immediately begin transporting Spathi from this unpleasant moon down to the safe surface. We shall send in crosslings and the infirm elderly first as a special honor. Please come back later to receive your accolades.
Okay, so from what I understand, you just go, and then immediately return.
Oh, joy! Oh, happiness! We rejoice and make merry in celebration of our imminent return to our home world. You are most heroic and helpful. Thank you, thank you, thank you! But now I must return to our festivities. Please feel free to come back any time.
Hey, a deal's a deal. What about an alliance?
Why don't you just wait a while until after we are resettled on our home world? We can discuss details at that time.
How long do you expect that to take?
10, 15 years tops.
Am I correct in understanding that you refuse to live up to your end of the bargain?
No, no, no. We are simply taking a more adult, welcome to the real world view of the situation. We cannot simply say, hurrah! And form an alliance with you this very moment. Surely you see that.
You know, those creatures aren't dead. We have them in suspended animation. How'd you like us to return them to the surface?
No! No, please. Exactly what kind of relationship were you thinking of?
A mutually beneficial alliance of minds and might.
Huh?
An egalitarian fellowship of sentient life.
What?
The kind where you do everything exactly as we say.
Okay. We are quite familiar with that arrangement. Very well. I'll bet we will regret this decision later on, but you leave me with no choice. We will comply with your needs. A Spathi delegation will depart immediately for the planet Earth.
Okay, so what that means is we now have the ability to create some Spathi ships, and I probably will do that the next time that I go to Earth. However, that's not what I'm going to do right now. What I'm going to do right now is head over to the thraddash area. Okay. Another thing you might notice is that I'm getting kind of low on fuel, and that this might be a good time to basically go somewhere and go back to the Earth base or something like that and get some fuel. However, I'm not going to do that because there's a specific cutscene that I want to see. I'm not sure there's actually going to be that much to it, but there is a specific cutscene that if you run out of fuel in hyperspace, so I'm actually going to do that on purpose. For now, we're just going to head to thraddash territory, and without any real particular place to go to. We want to get out of here first. That's probably Ur-quan. We don't want to bother with them right at the moment. We mainly just want to go to thraddash space. I'm gonna go this way. And then when we get to thraddash space, we want to get into some fights. Because it turns out, you can also cause there to be an alliance with your thraddash. The only thing you have to do, though, is get into a lot of fights with them and win a lot. Which is what we're going to do now. And I'm going to go ahead and check some of the star systems. I'm not going to get any biodata or anything like that. In fact, I think I'm full on I'm mainly just going to check around and see if I can find any thraddash ships, because sometimes they're available. We'll talk to him. I think the dialogue changes. At least at this part.
Well, humans have some backbone after all, but not as much as the Ur-quan. A human ship is a poor second to the Ur-quan dreadnought. Your weapons do not have the killing strength of an Ur-quan fusion blast. The Ur-quan are still your betters, inferior aliens. You have once again intruded upon the territory of the thraddash. This is a patrolled region of space. Your presence here is considered an act of war. How wonderful!
Let's see. I don't think it matters. Thraddash of Culture 19. We sense a bit of hostility here. Why?
Hostility? We are not hostile. Hostility is unwarranted aggression. If you want to know about hostility, let us tell you about Culture 12. Culture 12 was so hostile that while they were on their way to their first great battle, Jugka, the battle master, stepped on Nusko, the tactician's foot, causing him great pain. The annoyed Nusko turned on his battle master, Jugka, and sliced his body in half. This miffed Jugka's troops, who took it upon themselves to murder Nusko and his elite troops. The real trouble started when now dead Jugka's master sergeants, Mood and Putt, started arguing about how to kill Nusko. Simple crucifixion or the slower lead tattoo technique. The argument was resolved when Mood and his 500 troops were slaughtered by Putt and his gang. Well, this probably all would have gone down in history as a great day of learning for Culture 12, were it not for the surprise arrival of Culture 12's original enemy, the Yajog and his cronies, who wiped out Culture 12's army, thus beginning the long and glorious Culture 13. Now that's hostility. We, on the other hand, merely want to kill you.
I have a secret super weapon. No, sorry. I have a secret weapons of great power. Submit or I shall evaporate your planet.
We like secret weapons. We will now give you the opportunity to give them to us.
Okay. So now we fight. This guy's pretty fast. So I think I'm just going to use this ship. Now, like I said, I'm a little rusty here. I'm little bit rusty. But these aren't too tough to bring down with this ship. Since it's got that good aim on it, or the good tracking. Nope, he didn't manage to hit me there. I thought he would. Very good, some debris. I'm just gonna try to explore around a little bit. We're gonna converse, because I think it's new every single time.
Inferior aliens, you have once again intruded upon the territory of the thraddash. This is a patrolled region of space. Your presence here is considered an act of war. How wonderful!
What has made you this way? Why are you so brutal?
Brutal? You don't know the meaning of brutal until you heard the story of Culture 3. How brutal was Culture 3, you ask? Culture 3 was so brutal that they maimed, tortured, enslaved, and in general brutalized themselves. You see, Culture 2 had made a virtue of stoic resistance to pain, stubborn fortitude, that sort of thing. So when Culture 3 came around, they had a problem. How were they going to impress everyone as being even tougher? Their answer? They would arrive at a battle, stand on a tall hill where everyone could see them, and chop off one of their own limbs. Then they wave it around, screaming and shaking it at their enemies. It worked. It scared the hell out of their opponents. They ran like crazy. You could tell who was a real war hero back then by how few arms or legs he had left. War parades were quite different too. Instead of sturdy old warriors walking slowly past their reviewing stands, they tended to roll, and at a good clip too. To you, an inferior alien, this may seem bluntly stupid, the product of a sick, primitive society. You couldn't be more right. Culture 3 was, as you can well understand, only the third thraddash culture, and was therefore far from the tempered perfection you have encountered here and now.
Okay. Well, we already did the secret weapons one. Let's try this. We are strong. You are strong. We like strong. We be friends now, okay?
We are strong. You are weak. And we hate weak. We do not need weak friends. We only want slaves and teachers. Since you have nothing to teach us and refuse to be our slave, then you are our enemy. Such logic must be obvious even to a stupid being like yourself.
Okay, what's
Then I guess we'll just be attacking you now.
Yeah, no reason to replay that one. And this is the best one to use, really. Only takes 2 hits. Yeah, these thraddash ships don't seem to be that great to me. But maybe they would work on other things. Oh, we got one crew member. Oh well. Don't even have to move with these guys. Thank you for the free credits. Oops. Well, this is what we want to do anyway. We just want to keep fighting them. See if they have anything new to say.
Inferior aliens, You have once again intruded upon
We've
the...
heard that before. We've heard that before. Yep. So
Then I guess we'll just be attacking you now.
I am expecting them to say something new and unique eventually, so we're gonna keep checking the conversation. But for now, we'll just keep attacking them. We got two guys that time. I think if you run into that fire, you do get hurt. Yeah, I think I got a lot of hurt that time because I ran into that fire. It's okay, there's plenty of replacement crew members. Ever since we got the show fixed, we can basically get an unlimited number of crew members from back at the base. Very good. Oop, get attacked right again. Nothing wrong with that. See if there's anything new.
Admirable, admirable. We have never witnessed such awesome combat capabilities. You have destroyed so many of us. We are humbled in your presence. We thought you were a weakling, a coward, a pitiful, sniveling wimp. We were wrong, so wrong. You have shown yourself superior to ourselves, indeed even the Ur-quan. We wish to learn from you, thus improving our culture. Give us your wisdom, mighty teacher. What is the secret to your success? Wait, I got it. It's the way you respond to our hailing calls each time we meet. Just as they say, first impressions are so important. So tell us, please, tell us how we should present ourselves.
Try being polite and friendly in your greetings. No, I like this one. I think this is funnier.
Rhymes? Like in poetry? Isn't that kind of, not tough stuff? What am I saying? You are the great teacher. You know best. If rhyming is necessary, then teacher, we will be rhyming all the time. Now that we understand the nuances of introduction, great teacher, we have an even more significant question. Your devastation of our battle forces has shown us that our Culture 19 is inferior to your own. Therefore, we will adopt your methods, your techniques. But what shall we name our new culture?
I think it is important with this new direction you decide on your new name. We'll go with this one.
You are wise, great teacher. I will think long and hard on this matter. It must reflect the profound changes in our social order. It must clearly explain the nature of our civilization. Yes, I have it. The perfect name is Culture 20. We need to learn so much from you, such as how should we act in our new culture? What is our direction? Our ethical base?
Okay, try being more contemplative. Consider the many facets of a single gem and stuff like that.
Aha! Contemplation, yes. New thought and realizations. With our new studious ways, we shall uncover new methods, inventions, and schemes, allowing us to conquer entire civilizations with ease. Brilliant, human, brilliant. We have much work to do to implement these sweeping cultural changes. Transferring from the allegiances and mores of one culture to another is a difficult and time-consuming task. We beg you, great warrior for Earth, give us time to make the changes you have suggested. Return later to see our brave new world.
Okay, I think they're going to stop attacking us now. I'm not sure. Or maybe not. Let's give them a talking to, see what they have to say.
We are the Rhyming Simons. Blanc mouth rhymes with orange. Space is the place. The stars in their courses cannot catch the horses. This is hard. We of Culture 20 are glad to meet you here in space, a wise teacher from Earth.
Well, something tells me that depending on how you answer that, you could get a lot of different sort of communication from them. So you'd have to just basically play the game more than once, or have a save and come and answer these questions differently. Have there been any developments here that I, your great teacher, should know of?
Now that you are our new role model, I guess it's time to spill the beans on the Ur-quan. Unfortunately, we never really got any beans. Secret bits of information, that is. However, maybe you would like to know about the last time we saw the Ur-quan. It was in 2140, I think. All of a sudden, a fleet of dreadnoughts came storming into our space, quickly refueled, and then left, broadcasting a recorded message which told us to remain in our old sphere of influence, obey the slave laws, and wait for their return. The dreadnought fleet departed in the direction of the Craterous constellation, but where they are now is unknown.
Well, we know where he is. Okay, so how's the new culture developing?
If it were not for our certainty and your wisdom, great teacher from Earth, we would not have remained a contemplative culture for more than a single day. As it is, we have contemplated our strategies, tactics, our weapons, the stars, the planets, even our navels, which were thraddash is very uncomfortable and requires at least 2 mirrors.
Goodbye to you, my
We
thraddash.
eagerly await your return, great teacher.
Alright, I think that's enough for now. I don't believe we're going to be attacked by the thraddash anymore. But there is some stuff that we can do up here before we go. But that'll be next time, folks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Later, folks.